Well, good morning, folks. This is the day the Lord has made, and I will rejoice and be glad in it. Thank you for another beautiful day, Father, and thank you for another opportunity to share with the audience here approach to animation. This video I do on a daily basis is designed to help those of you who are making animated films and you would like to see someone work on something in real time. That was my initial intent in doing these types of videos. So I pray that it will be a help to you. So let's get started. So we are still doing in-betweens for the scene, and let's see, we're right here right now. So let's see, we've got Lenny kind of coming, turning his head and looking back this way. So let's see, this is drawing 45, which is halfway. And so we can see he's slowly turning here. So we can work in this in between here. There we go. And we just work, we just do a light drawing when you first start out. Just a light sketch is going to be sufficient. There we go. Let's see here. All right, so a bit of diminishing action there. Let's see, I think the hand and the, oh yeah, okay. So it's coming down from that position there. So, see here, boom, boom, boom. Okay, quite in the right spot. Looks like it would probably be his arm is coming back like that. So let's say boom, boom, boom. There we go. That's better. All right. And do our in between. So let's see. Well, all right. Well, we can do this. Grab the block. Copy. Go back to the in between. Paste, and we can rotate the block a little bit so that we got our in between position. Boom. So let's say boom, 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 boom. Okay. Play that. Yeah. Okay. All right. Now to the next one. So let's see. Now here we're going from 47 to 53. So we have two in betweens there. Right. So first of all, we'll go up to the timeline here and we will diminish this from the exposure we have on it. We'll bring it down to 2 frames. So then we start adding our in-between positions. So we'll add a drawing in here. Now we will do 51 first. So this will be drawing 51. And that will be the breakdown drawing. All right, so let's see. So Nora doesn't look like she moves at all. So we should be able to copy paste. So let's grab her. And we'll just go copy, go to the in-between, paste. You're all set there. Okay. And yeah. And make sure you save because Rough Animator does not have an autosave. Okay, so Lenny's going over this way. Let's get our in between. So we'll grab his head, which is not changing volume, thankfully. And we'll grab that, copy, back to the blank in between, paste, and then position it halfway, which is about there. 1, 2, 3. Okay, very good. That's working, and save. All right. All right. There we go. All right, let's see. Well, we might be able to copy paste this arm here. Let's see. All right, let's give that a try. So we'll go grab the arm here. Copy. Go to the in-between. Oh, there's the blank. Paste. And then move it. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I say that, if you don't have to draw something, if you can copy paste it, I don't know why you wouldn't want to do that. It seems like to me it's just, go for the simplest thing you can do. So now here he's coming back into there. We can grab the hand. So let's do that. We'll save first of all. And we can grab the hand here, Lenny's hand. And we'll go copy, go to the in-between, paste, and then move it to where we want. We probably rotate it just a bit. And then let's flip it and see. So there to there to there. Yeah, I want it to kind of slightly turn, so you can see I shifted it a little bit so that it's not, it's kind of turning as he's coming back. There we go. And that arm is going to come up. There we go. Trace. Because you have so much stuff to do, it just makes sense to save yourself work. If you don't have to draw something, or if you can copy paste something, you don't need to feel guilty about, you know, using this function. I think it's a good function. So let's see. Copy, paste. Yeah, I mean, you just, you use what works. So what did I just do? Okay. Paste. Huh. What did I just do? This was very weird. Oh, well, something, I don't know what I did there. All right. I guess I thought it wasn't going to be, the lines weren't going to be so dark. Okay. So 1, 2, 3. All right. Save. So let's see. So that's 53, 51. So let's see. 49. All right. So we got to have a drawing from here, 47 to 51. So we'll add a blank drawing in here, and this will be drawing 49. Okay, and we need to get Nora in here. So let's go grab Nora. Copy. Go to the blank in between. Paste. There we go. Yeah. Okay. Okay, let's see. We'll grab Lenny's head here. Copy, paste, and we'll move it to the in-between position. 1, 2, 3. Very good. Okay. And hit save. There we go. All right. So let's see the arms and hands. Okay, yeah. I think we'll be able to do some copy pasting here too. So let's see. Yeah. So for the arm in the foreground here, we can grab that. Should be able to copy paste that. So we'll go copy, paste, and move it to the in-between position. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that looks good. And save. Okay. Right. Let's see. Most of the body here we could probably copy paste, huh? Let's see. Boom. Boom. So let's see. That. Let's see. What's this arm doing? So, okay. So his arm's there, and then he comes back to here. So probably we'll grab, okay, grab mostly the hand here. And we'll go copy, paste. So the hand's going to be maybe in here somewhere. Let's see. Yeah, probably like interacting with her face a little bit. So let's say 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's good. So then we'll erase where it intersects with her face. There we go. Right. Okay. Like that. 1, 2, 3. And then the body should pretty much be the same. So we could probably copy paste the body here. So we'll just grab the whole body, lower body here, copy, paste. There we go. Finish that off. The copy paste thing does too. It does work for color even, but uh, as I have said in past videos, I don't use it for color so much because it seems to diminish the intensity of the color. But it can be a saving grace for you. But I try not to use it for the color because I think it just it takes a little bit of the intensity of the color away, and you don't want that. I think when you're looking at your final film, you like to see your vibrant colors. Copy paste just seems like it takes a little bit of the kick out of the color when you're copy pasting. Save. Okay. All right. So So check. We've got 47, 50, 49, 51, 53. Okay. So now we're going to go to 59. Same thing here. So we want to bring the exposure down to 2 frames. All right. And we'll add our first drawing in between here. So that's going to be 55. Remember your first in between any two positions and from one key to another is going to be called the breakdown drawing. Okay. All right, so Nora doesn't change, so we'll just grab her and copy paste, copy paste, and save. All right, then Lenny is going from here to here. His head doesn't change size, so grab the head, copy, go to the in between, paste, and then move it so that it's in between. Now, if a character's action is moving in a straight line, that's good. But sometimes you might want to move the character in a slight arc, so that if the character's going like say from say like my hand is going from here to here, or well, from here to here, it might be moving along straight. But if you, let's say you were waving like this, right? Well, what's the hand doing? It's moving in an arc, isn't it? So that means that there's a high part to where the hand is. So that in between would be in the highest part of the arc. And sometimes you have actions like that in your animation where parts of the action are moving in an arc. So sometimes you might need to draw the arc so that you can see where that would be. Like, I could move Lenny's head in a slight arc as he's coming over. I'm not doing that, but I could do that. So that means his body would have to straighten up a little bit, wouldn't it, to get him up and over. So keep things like that in mind in your actions. Look to make your actions have a smoothness to them. Um, and look for opportunities where you may want to have an arc in your action. So now let's see here. His hands are going from there to there. So actually, I could do something like that, couldn't I? I could have his hands come over in an arc. I think what I'm going to do here is erase that little, so his hand comes over to here. Yeah, see, so I could have his hand, um, let's say have his hand up higher. Maybe his hand is moving like in a slight arc. I could even draw the arc here, see, so that his hand is up, right? And the same thing with the other hand too, couldn't I? Could have this hand also, let's see. Well, actually, this hand is the one that's closest, isn't it? Let's see. Yeah, boom. It's not the yeah, it's the wide hand. But that's not bad. So in other words, I could have the hand on the other side here do the same thing. I could have it up high. Excuse me. So I could do this, right? So we go 1, 2, 3. Now, so yeah, so the hands are not moving in a straight line; they're moving in an arc. Now, the in between. So realistically, I'd say, well, maybe I'd want to have an in between slowing out, but I don't know. I don't think so. I think we can go this way because also too, there's a tendency to think you have to fill a big space with a lot of in betweens, but that's not always the case. Um, a great animator named Eric Goldberg, who I'm sure you know, said once, "The gap works great. Going from one action to another doesn't mean that you have to fill it up with in betweens." Being that I was an assistant and breakdown and in betweener at Disney for a lot of years, I always thought that the more drawings you could put in there, the smoother the action was going to be. But I learned from him and from other animators that sometimes you can have a gap, and it can create a kind of impact in the way you move from one position to the next. So that's what I would suggest here. Is I would say, go ahead and have that space because that's actually probably a good thing, or it could be. You know. Sometimes you're not going to really know that until you do the drawing and look at it moving and see if it if it does what you want it to do. Some things, the only way you're really going to know is you have to look at it and see it in moving in real time. Let's see here. Copy. Paste. So, let's see. Dink, 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 dink. Yeah. Okay. All right. So we've got 55, 53, 55, 59. So now we're going to add another drawing in here. And this will be 57. Just save. Okay. And let's see. Well, still do get Nora here. So copy. In between, paste. And then let's see. So we get Lenny. I think I'll grab this head. So, so we'll go copy, go back one, I think, paste, and move it to the in-between position. 1, 2, 3. There we go. That works. There we go. Yay. All right, then. So then the hands are coming down, you see. So actually, here, um, yeah, I would say, you want to open the hands up a little more as he's reaching down, and you follow that arc a little bit. Same thing with the other hand here. The hand is opening up a little bit as he's reaching for the block, like so. And then this arm is stretching over this way. That one's stretching over that way. There we go. Okay. I think we want that. Let's see. Dink, dink, dink. Okay. There we go. Oh, I see his little jumper thing. There we go. All right, and then the block here. Okay. There we go. All righty. Okay. Play that. Play it again, fam. Yeah. Okay. That's working. What was the disappearing one? There's a disappear one. Dink, 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 dink. Did I miss one? Let's see. 1, 2, 3. I'm looking for the disappearing block here. Did he just pick it up? Yep. I don't know. Let's see. Is that what that was? Oh yeah, he disappeared. It disappeared somewhere. Some blocks missing here. Where's that disappearing block? I'm gonna find it. Oh, there it is. Ah, you old little disappearing block. All right, let's grab you. So we go copy, back one, paste. Trying to sneak on me here. Copy. All right, there we go. One of those you can tell whether something disappears or not. There we go. All right. All right. Well, I guess we'll stop here then. We're at 26 minutes. So, all right, good people. Well, that was fun. We'll stop there. So, all right. Well, look, I'll see you guys tomorrow. You know, don't forget to thank God for your talents and gifts every day. Once again, just a good opportunity for us to spend a little time together. So I hope the films and projects that you're working on are going well. All right. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Don't forget, Jesus is Lord.